Hey you guys, it's Allis. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're not new, then of course, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impression / pick or pass on the recently released Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. I'm going to be taking you guys with me throughout my day to give you guys my thoughts on this foundation. So if you are interested in seeing how this is going to look, especially if you're 1, oily combination, 2, have freckles or beauty marks all over your face like I do, or 3, are struggling with breakouts and problematic skin like I'm dealing with right now, then of course, you're gonna want to keep watching. So let's start off with some of the claims of the foundation. Once again, this is a Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation with coconut milk and aloe extract. Mine is in the shade 560 medium. This is a vegan dewy finish foundation, which I already don't know how I feel about that. I'll be completely honest, I already feel a little bit weary about that just because of the fact that I'm oily combination. I don't always do too well with dewy finish foundations. I have gotten away with a few, so I feel like that's why I kind of wanted to give this foundation a fair shot. For the price, this foundation is $11.99. It says that this foundation provides healthy skin. It is formulated without parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and this lightweight, nourishing liquid foundation gives your skin the moisture boost it craves with a delicate infusion of milky coconut and soothing aloe. This new Clean Fresh line from Covergirl does come with a concealer and a cream blush as well, but today we'll only be testing out the foundation. Now this says that this is a completely vegan formula and it provides a healthy looking glow that is supposed to last all day. It doesn't exactly give you a number of hours, so I think they're slick by doing that because they're not promising a certain amount of hours. The main reason I wanted to test this out was because I'm always on the hunt for a good Your Skin But Better foundation, something that is lightweight but looks nice, evens out your skin tone. So in the summer I really like to gear towards my BB creams, my lighter weight foundation, nothing too heavy. I wanted to give you guys a close-up of my skin because at the moment it is not in the best condition. I am testing out a skincare product, but this skincare product is making my skin purge at the moment, so I have a lot more breakouts than usual. You guys can see right here these big protruding breakouts, and I also have some right here as well that you guys probably can't see that greatly, but I am dealing with skin that is not anywhere near perfect at the moment. Some other things that I can just see here, this says it's for all skin types. It has a natural finish, it has lightweight coverage, it has 14 shades, and it's cruelty free with a clean, fresh finish. I have not seen any reviews on this, so I completely have no idea what I'm walking into right now, but let's go ahead and get started. So I'm actually going to start off by priming my skin with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I just think it does a great job at really giving you longevity and really allowing your foundation to really stick and adhere to something. I don't usually wear foundation ever without some sort of primer underneath it, so I feel like if I was just to go in with foundation right now and no primer, that wouldn't be fair to the foundation because it's normally a step that I never skip. Yeah, like I had mentioned earlier, my skin is definitely going through it right now, but I still wanted to put this foundation through the test because I still wanted to see how it did with skin that isn't necessarily in a perfect or even a great condition right now. So this foundation is definitely going to be tested just a tad bit more with me today. I'm going to do one side of my face with a beauty sponge today, and I'm also going to do another side of my face with a brush. I like to do that whenever I do pick or pass first impressions just because that really gives me a feel for the best application for the actual product so that I know going forward how it's best to use it and so that you guys know as well. Packaging does come in this like squeezy tube. You can see it is running. You see that drop right there? It's definitely coming down, so it is for sure a lightweight, not too thick of a consistency. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit more and dim the lights just so that you guys can truly see how it looks. I feel like it is a very watery consistency. Like I get that it's runny, but it almost feels watery. So that gave me little to no coverage on my pimples and my struggle areas right here. Now I want to reiterate, this doesn't advertise or say that it is a full coverage or that it's going to cover blemishes or it's going to do anything like that. However, in a foundation of any sort, I expect it to at least cover up redness. This does say that it evens out skin tone, and when you're evening a skin tone out, you are color correcting in a sense, and I just feel like because you can still see the pink from my blemishes, I don't necessarily like that. Taking a little bit more. Gonna really focus that here. I'm not flicking you guys off, I promise. I'm only flicking the haters off. I'm such an asshole. This time I'm just going to kind of just push that in instead of rubbing it because that way I'll remove less product. It's still pink and I just I don't know, you guys. I don't love that. But I'm not gonna go in with another layer of this because I don't want to overdo it, and I just feel like up close, like really up close, my skin looks great and I don't want to start to make it look cakey. I'll go on the other side now and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to use a sponge this time. Oh, I already like the way this side looks more. The moisture from the sponge is really helping to absorb a lot of the excess product, but I just feel like this side looks a little bit more hydrated already. I'm gonna skip concealer today just so that you guys can truly see. You guys see how much better that looks? Look how much more supple and hydrated and like almost glowy from within. You see this side looks a lot more matte, the side that I used the brush on, and now this side looks a little bit more like... I'm really liking and preferring the side with the sponge a whole lot more right now. So it has been about 25 minutes. I did my makeup. I kind of just chilled for a little bit in front of a fan. I just really wanted this foundation to fully dry, and here we are. At the moment, my current observations are that it really doesn't oxidize, which is great. So what you're getting when you initially apply the product seems like it's going to be the final color. I like that it is lightweight, but it did seem to even out my skin tone nicely, and it doesn't cover freckles. So if you are a freckled face girl, then don't worry, this will not cover your freckles. And if you're looking for something to cover your freckles, then this is definitely not it. And the final observation that I'm just noticing right now is that this foundation is still very tacky and it feels very sticky. It is not the primer. I've used this Milk Hydro Grip primer with literally every foundation that I love, and it is not sticky. So please don't think that the primer is making the foundation sticky. It genuinely just feels sticky, like it has a tackiness to it. So I don't know what that is all about. I don't know if other people are saying that, but I'm noticing some tackiness, some stickiness, even 25-30 minutes after the foundation has been applied and is fully dry. It is 3:04 p.m. so it's definitely a later first impression. I really wanted to do this early, but this package did not come in till like about 1 o'clock in the afternoon today. Yeah, I will update you guys in a few hours to let you know how the foundation is wearing, what I'm feeling, and if anything funky is happening. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. It is about 6:45 p.m. I am recording this on my cell phone just because I wanted to really come out to the porch and just get the best natural lighting that I could, mainly because we're gonna start losing sunlight in about an hour or two. But it has been a little over 3 hours of me wearing the foundation, you guys, and I gotta be completely honest, I'm not impressed. Just not loving the way that my face looks right now. I did get some close-ups for you guys to see, but I'm noticing a lot of dry patches on my skin, which is a little abnormal for me because I don't have too many dry patches in this kind of climate, in this kind of season. Usually my spring and summer season is my full-on oily combo, more oily than anything. I experience more dry patches. There's a wasp. I experience more dry patches in the winter, but it's like, it's really nice today. It's pushing 80 degrees. It's nice and warm. I've really been having, oh my god, these insects and these birds out here are on 10. I have a dry patch right here that is actually collecting a lot of product, and I have a dry patch down here. Overall, I just feel like there's product sitting on my face, but nothing has really seeped into my skin to give me that like flawless natural finish. Like, you know, 3.5, almost 4 hours in, it should be looking at its best, and it's just not looking that great. I did take some flash photos and I was almost horrified at the way that my skin looked. It looks like I have little particles sitting on my face. Looks like I have little fibers, like little foundation fibers. It just didn't look good with flash photography. My skin didn't have a white cast. It just looked like I had foundation on. 4 hours in almost, I have dry patches all over my face. It's still a little bit tacky and a little bit sticky, so that's another point, and I just feel like it's not really taking good photographs. But I'm gonna give it more hours. Obviously, that's the way that first impressions work. I don't want to just judge it completely at the moment. These people don't let me live. Yeah, I'll reconvene with you guys in a few hours and we will wrap this video up. Currently, it is 11:12 p.m. so it has been a pretty long day. I'm very ready to take this foundation off, and I formulated my thoughts, and I gotta be completely 1000%, 100% honest with you guys. I'm always gonna keep it real. I can honestly tell you guys, this foundation was a big, hard pass for me. Before I completely go off, I do want to shed some light on just some of the positive things that this foundation has. I do love the fact that it doesn't oxidize, which I feel like throughout the whole entire day I've had this foundation on for 8 hours, and not once have I felt like the color altered or got darker in any sense. So I like that it stayed true to color. I like the packaging that it's in. I feel like the Squeezy tube is very sanitary and it's very easy to just pick up and go. I love that it's vegan, and I love that it's formulated without all these harsh ingredients. No talc, talc, no formaldehyde. I know a lot of people react really negatively to that. That's where it stops. There's a lot of things that really need improvement on this foundation in order for me to actually like it. Now, the reason that I do not like it and the reason that I would not recommend it is, one, because of the way my skin is looking right now. That's the main reason I wouldn't wear this again. I just feel like I've been looking like this for the past 4 hours. After my last update at around 6:45, I just continued to get more and more oily after that. So I just feel like I'm uncomfortable and I really want to take this off. And the way that I look right now, I'm extremely shiny and I just feel like it's not the way that I want to look. And the last reason that I just do not like this foundation is because of the overwhelming amount of dry patches that I have on my face. My skin has so many dry patches. I have a huge dry patch right here that's collected a ton of product that hasn't really moved all day. I have another dry patch here around the crevice of my nose, dry patch, like dry patch in the center of my forehead. I have dry patches everywhere and I'm going to try to get as much pictures as I can to really show you guys, but brace yourself because these photos are very gross. I did look at some of them and they look really bad. Like, my skin looks horrible. That leads me to say you do not want to wear this and take a picture because your skin is gonna look absolutely crazy. It just looks a hot mess. I feel like throughout the whole day the foundation has not once felt like it is part of my skin. I feel like all day long it's kind of just sat on the surface of my skin, but not once has it really seeped in and kind of become one, which I do expect a lightweight foundation to do. This one is a hard pass for me. I did not like it and I'm just being completely honest. Hopefully Covergirl does get to improve on this and make it a little bit better. So yeah guys, that is my first impression on the Covergirl, I gotta read the name again, Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. Unfortunately it wasn't a great one, but it was an honest one. I hope you guys appreciate my honesty. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did find it helpful. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video.